What's up, mother truckers? You are now watching the Asian Mai Show live.
What's going on, mother truckers? Welcome to the Asian Mai Show. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. How are you doing today, Steven?
I'm doing very well. Tired, but well.
Hey, no, I appreciate you, brother, just for being on here. I want to help people like so badly just to be able to like find job opportunities, anything they can. And it's like you're super helping me out, brother. So I thank you so much, Steven.
No problem, man. Let's get people up on that hill.
Hey, that's what's up, man. So if you guys get an opportunity to, if you don't get to watch it now, watch it on the replay. But basically what we're doing today is we're going to teach you how to get into liquid hauling straight out of CDL school. And a lot of people they're going to hate Steven. I'm going to be real with you. They're going to start hating already and say, you know what? Hauling liquid is extremely dangerous, which it is. But you should get 2, 3, 4, 10 years down, of experience under your belt before you take a step like that. And today we're here to talk about the motivation that maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe if you had the work ethic, you could jump in right away. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started out, and I was just kind of like poking around the field and everything, all these old timers were saying, "Yeah, get your confidence behind the dry van." But I was like,
Right.
"No, I don't want to do that. I don't want a dry van. I want a liquid haul."
Yeah, what made you want to go liquid haul out of all things? Because I know that a lot of people they think that, right? They're like, hey, look, you're gonna have to start with Knight, Swift. You're gonna have to start with US Express, Western Express, all these expresses, right? And what made you not want to do that route?
That's a tough question because, like I said earlier, every company has its place, good or bad. It's just, I didn't want to be that guy, chasing that, like being the super trucker chasing those, that low cent per mileage. I just couldn't do that. I couldn't be on the road for 4 weeks at a time, 2 months at a time. I just couldn't do that entry level, trucking, with that came with dry van and everything.
Right.
So
No, I hear you. So how the hell did you even find a company to hook you up? Because I'm sure they didn't say straight out of CDL school, or did they, brother?
so the ad that I found was buried very deep in Indeed. And it did say for the company that I'm in, it did say, recent grads welcome. But, it took a long time, to find a liquid company that would hire, recent grads. And I came onto this mid-pandemic, so even the box van people, because I was starting to get a little desperate. I was like, oh man, I ain't ever gonna be a driver. And even the dry van companies were like, yeah, we're not putting anyone with trainers right now because of COVID. And I was like,
Jesus.
crap. So it I'm a man of faith, so I let my faith take a hold of it, and sure as the world, it came to. I got a phone call from this company, come in, do an interview. I actually I did a tour of this terminal before I even started school, because I told them, hey, I'm looking into it, and they, gave me a tour before I even put an application. So, but like I said, it took a while for me to find the ad on Indeed.
No, I can imagine. I can imagine. So tell people real quick, brother, like what the hell is liquid hauling? Because, I talk to a lot of fuel haulers, and I think to myself, okay, liquid hauling, is that included with fuel, diesel, and all those? Or what is liquid hauling, and how is that different from other things?
So man, it could be anything from hauling glue to fatty alcohols to chemicals that I can't even pronounce the name of. And you say, what's it like? Well, if you've ever played football with your bigger brother out in the yard and you got hit in the back,
Uh-huh.
That's a normal thing with liquid.
Oh, I heard that. Okay,
Because it's
so
nothing just to take be in stop and go traffic and then just bam, take a hit in the back from it.
sheesh.
But
Sheesh.
it comes with the territory. I don't say you get used to it, but
Right.
you start feeling the truck and you're like 3, 2, 1, boom. And so
Man, I can imagine. Because I move furniture. So when I move furniture, for the most part, it's all stuck. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm,
all in there, Steven. So I'm not used to like driving and then hit the red light and then like this swoosh just comes, right?
mhm. Yeah, so
That's
like
weird.
the worst thing you can do as a liquid, at least in my experience, everyone might be different, but
Right.
the worst thing you can do is come up on a red light, stop, and then when it turns green, accelerate. Because then you got all this forward, this momentum rocking in your tank, and as soon as you stop, it comes up, and then you accelerate, so it moves all that liquid to the back, and so it slams pulls you back for a second. So
Man.
you just gotta learn how to really like learn how to keep things moving, so that, and I don't mean like the liquid, like try to keep everything in a flow almost, like, and that's just me,
Right, right.
other drivers, there's some 40-year-old man out there right now like, oh, he just can't take a hit, but you got to do what you got to do to stay comfortable out here.
That's crazy. I never thought about that, honestly.
Mhm.
Like liquid hauling, that like every time you stop, it's just like it's some just like hitting your back, right?
Yeah, and
And
that's if you
so
have a smooth bore, which is what I have. I did research into it, and I was like, oh, these things are gonna have baffles in them. It ain't gonna be that bad. Oh no, I haven't pulled a baffle trailer yet.
shoot. So
So,
in the liquid game, what kind of trailers are there? Because educate me here, because I have no clue, brother.
well, I'm new, so only thing I know is smooth bore, and then apparently there is some like baffled trailers out there. I'm actually in the yard right now, and I don't
Can
see
you?
any. The only thing I see is the smooth bore. But only thing we carry is, there's rumors of baffled, which I haven't seen one. But we
Okay.
have fiberglass insulated, and then we have your regular insulated. And like your fiberglass stuff, I haven't personally pulled one, but it looks like it's like corrosive stuff. Is what those are mainly used for. But our yard's not this yard's not exactly the best looking. I don't even know if I can even switch it around, but
Yeah, you can switch it around, but I don't know. But can you? Can you? I know you said your truck is dirty right now, but I don't know. Could you give us a walk around just to show us what the liquid life looks like?
yeah, I mean, I can do that real quick. I'm in Delaware, so it's like nasty up here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, I hear you.
this
Hey,
old
we're
this old
we're out
Southern
here
boy
trucking.
ain't used to all this mud and snow and all that. So, but let me go around here.
Yeah, you can
So
just
let me
turn the
see here.
camera
Let me
around.
figure out how to switch this camera around.
I don't think it switches. You could just
Okay,
show it around.
that's fine. We'll do
Show your
selfie.
pretty face, Steven.
All
Let's see
right.
what we got going on
So, all
here.
right. So this right here is my super sexy Volvo, and for all those people out there that say Volvos are crap, you're crap, because
Uh-oh. Started
this thing
started
rides
tough
better than the
already.
Kenworth I trained in. So that's gonna
Uh-oh.
piss a lot of people off. So, but like I said, man, I'm in Northeast right now, so I've got like salt and sand all over my hoses and stuff. But these are the hoses we use. They're like 2.5s and 2s. This is what you're gonna hook up to your trailer.
Can you
Where's
put
it
your
at?
phone
Right there.
horizontal, Steven? We could get a bigger look. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Perfect.
So got your trailer right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's our standard trailer. I'll go over there in a minute, but you got your hoses, like I said. It's covered in sand and salt right now. But also down here we have this is our pump. So we do two different types of unloads. We do a pump, and then we do right here is an air off. We did that's two different types we do is pump and air off. It just depends on what the customer wants as far as like what to do. Obviously, with certain hazmats, you can't air off because compressed air is hot, and you put something hot with flammable or combustible, not good.
That's gonna be a problem. I was gonna ask, like, yeah, and then when you're showing us around, maybe you could kind of let us know, like, a walk around of what it would look like. I know that you're not actually doing whatever you're doing, but
Yeah, so let's see here, and I've actually got a video. It's really bad, but I've been trying to get you a video
yeah, I know you have.
because, but it's kind of hard with the different companies that allow, filming. Chemical places are weird.
Oh yeah. No, I get it, 100%.
All right, so this is this trailer right here is a belly trailer. You got two different types of these standard trailers, a belly and then an end. But I'll show you on the belly. So what we would do is take our hoses and we'd make our connection here. This right here is our external valve. We would always open this up first. That's super important because as long as this is open and then the internal valve is closed, no matter what, whenever we open up this internal valve right here, we can always shut it down and this will always close, not letting in. Even if that was to fail and bust open, the internal valve would always protect us. But what we would do is, let's just say it's a super hard, it's one of our most complicated pump offs. So we would run from the belly, two hoses to that pump I showed you earlier.
Right.
Then from the pump to the supplier, which I do have a video, and that's a combination of 4 hoses in that one. But that one also required an air assist. So that air assist would prevent it. Let me back up. If you're pumping off with the pump, those pumps are powerful enough to crumple this trailer like a can.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so it's very important to, if you're pumping off, depending on the customer or what you're pumping off, you would keep your dome lid open. That way it doesn't cause a vacuum and crumple the trailer. And or if it's sealed, if the product is sealed, then you would need to supply the air. Let me get back up in the truck, man. It's cold out here. This old Southern boy can't handle it.
No, I hear you.
But you would have to supply air to the trailer. That way, it won't crumple the trailer.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, for people that are in CDL school, jumping out and doing this sounds very dangerous, Steven. Do you recommend people to go straight from school to a company like where you're working? And what's the company you're working for right now, brother?
It's called Rogers Cartage. It's the big company we work under is called Tank Star. So you got Roger Cartage, Schwarman Trucking, North American Bulk, and Bulk Logistics. And man, as far as it being dangerous, it's only as dangerous as you make it. Yeah, you're constantly hauling an unstable load, but take your off ramps and on ramps slow. You're not in a race with anybody. Take your ramps slow. Take your time. Take your time on these offloads, man. Make sure walk around. I personally, being new and being super nervous about it, I personally walk around the truck twice to make sure all my, everything that needs to be on is on, everything that needs to be off is off. But it's only as dangerous as you make it.
I hear you, and it's just a beautiful thing that, like, for people watching this now or watching this on the replay, everyone's looking for a niche to get into to make a little bit extra money. And yes, when it's a little bit more of a learning curve, a little bit more dangerous, you're gonna make a little bit more than you would if you just started dry van at a mega carrier, correct?
Yeah. So, I'll be open with it. I make straight out of school. I make 50 cents loaded, 50 cents unloaded. However, everything I do, I get paid extra for. Every time I hook up to a trailer, boom, I get paid for it. Every time I use a pump, use a hose, get paid for it. You know, and if unload takes 4 hours, well, guess what? 2 of those hours is on the company. 2 of those hours, you know, I have to eat. So, you know, I have to pump off for 2 hours, and after 2 hours, they're paying me extra. So, you know, you get paid for everything you do out here. So, even though it's 50 cents a mile, loaded and unloaded, you know, if you're out here grinding, there's no excuse. No excuse. First year, my trainer told me first year, no excuse for you to not bring home or to not gross 55.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's legit. And that's the thing is, you know, for people that are watching this right now and saying 55,000 your first year isn't a lot of money, I'm here to tell you, Knight, Swift, I don't care where you go, Western Express, US Express, all the expresses, Schneider, your first year, you're going to make about 35, 40,000 gross.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. So, you know, Steven's straight out of CDL school. He looked on Indeed. He found this company, and they're saying, hey, easy, you can make 55,000 gross. So the fact that you can make $15,000 more than you can at a dry van mega carrier company, that's something to talk about. And tell me the day in the life, brother. So, you know, for people that are watching this that are getting their CDL right now, they're in school right now, and they're thinking about doing this, but they're a little bit nervous. Can you talk about the day in the life, how many runs you do, what that looks like, so they can see if it's really for them or not, Steven?
Yeah, man. So, pretty much the thing with, at least with my type of liquid hauling, you're constantly rotating out tanks. So, you know, so what you're going to do is, for me, I try to get up early because I'm new. You know, I want to, at the end of my day, I want to be able to pull up into a truck stop or into a tank wash and be like, you know, oh, there's 3 slots right there all together. You know, let's pretend 2 of them are full, but go for the middle one. You know,
Right.
I got to protect my investment, which is my CDL right now. So, you know, I start my day off early. So what I'll do is, you know, I get up. I usually get up around 3 a.m. That way I can go. There's no line at the showers. I can go hop in the
Right.
shower. I can do my pre-trip, make sure everything's good. Fuel, boom, right there. No one at the fuel island. Let's go. Go pick up my empty trailer at the tank wash, so that you'll always pull a trailer out of the tank wash. You're very rarely bobtail, and it might be just be the fact I'm new, but I get a majority of my safety infractions when I'm bobtailing. So I hate bobtailing. So you pick up a clean trailer from the tank wash. You'll take it to the customer. 9 times out of 10, you're going to drop that tank at the customer and then pick up a loaded tank right there on the same yard. Sometimes you'll do a live load, but I've only done one in a month and a half that I've been doing it, and that's tomorrow. So,
record what you can, because you know we're going to be putting this, and we want to give insight to new truck drivers about the liquid haul life. You know,
if I can, I will. Like I said, a lot of these, like
I'm just teasing.
There's so many. Like, you'd be surprised at, like, the little safety thing that you have to sign off of when you first get in. How
jeopardize
many
your job,
say no recording.
Don't jeopardize your job, brother. And for people that don't know, you did send me some of your own settlements, didn't you?
Yes.
And so right now, I did a live earlier. Trucker Style Sean was here, and the internet wasn't working, so I am using the phone right now. But this is for the live show. But when I actually do the edited version, I'll have all of the pay stubs in there. And don't worry, Steven, I'll make sure that, you know, your social securities and all that, I'll keep it for myself. No one else needs to know about that.
That's fine. You wouldn't be the first.
Nah, come on, man. But tell these new truck drivers that are getting out of CDL school what kind of minimum requirements this company has, so that if they want to learn the niche of liquid hauling, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of good paying excuse me, there's a lot of good paying companies because I've interviewed a couple of them, and there are good paying liquid hauling companies. They do like cryogenics. There's all sorts of stuff, right?
Oh man, you would be surprised on how much comes on a liquid tank. Like even down to the cereal boxes, the glue that
Tell me
holds
the
it
list.
together.
Tell me the list of what it is because I'm fresh. I know you're new, but I'm more new because I don't do liquid hauling.
Well, right now the two big things that I've really hauled is adhesives, which I've went to like box companies. They went to like popcorn factories. I mean, just the amount of adhesive glue that has come out. You're talking about like the rubber synthetics that go over like wiring stuff. I've hauled that a couple of times. I've hauled chemicals that another big thing right now is like chemicals that make up hand sanitizer.
Wow,
So
I
like
didn't even think about
Johnson,
that.
yeah, like companies like Johnson and stuff like that are getting hand over fist of these just tank loads of stuff for hand sanitizer. But yeah, those are really the big things that I've been hauling here lately too. But I mean you
No,
gotta
that
think
sounds
the
crazy.
glue that holds your cereal together. Guess what? Came on one of those tanks.
That's I never think about that. And so tell me this since we're talking about it. With COVID being as crazy as it is, in your industry of liquid hauling, is it more safe than, because there are some industries that are dying, right?
Um,
And so what I know you're new and maybe you can answer that, but how has business been since all this craziness?
well, our terminal is turning away loads because we just don't have the drivers. I mean, the industry's good. Um, it's really good. It's just, hey, all of our drivers are completely dedicated or booked, so we we can't. We'll take you to a sister company, but I mean that's just how it is right now. I mean,
Mm.
if you want to work and you want to bring home pretty decent money, then get in. I mean, liquids. Liquids. It's.
That's crazy that they let you do it straight out of CDL because
Mhm.
there's a lot of ads that I see that say you need 2, 3, 4 years experience before they let you touch that because of insurance reasons or what have you, And so, what is your thoughts about that?
A lot of these companies, the trucking drivers in general are like shrinking. The amount of drivers are shrinking. And these companies they've got to change or else they'll go under like everyone else. The guy that owns Amazon, he's got a picture frame in his office of I forgot what year it is, but it's the top sell like top stores of that year, and Sears is number one. And look where Sears is at now. I mean, you've got to change, or else you're not going to make it in any market. So, a lot of these liquid companies are starting to like, the insurance is changing because the insurance rules the trucking world. There's no way around it. They're starting to
Right.
change. So, even though if it says 1-2 years experience, go ahead, put in an application,
Mm.
look up the phone number, call the terminal manager. What's it going to do? 3 minutes of your time for them to say no? I won't say the name of the company because I'm not affiliated with them, but I know
Yep.
for a fact that this petroleum company has on their ad 2 years experience required. But I know that they'll hire you with no experience straight out of school as long as you go to a one of their schools that they approved. So
Mm. And so tell me this, like, what are your thoughts about this, Steven? Do you think a lot of the old school heads that are in liquid hauling are going to be mad that you're exposing the truth that you can get into liquid hauling straight out of CDL school? What are your thoughts about that, brother?
no, because those old timers that are doing are trainers, so they're gonna get paid for it.
Oh man, that's like,
So,
hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
so,
it, man. So they want you to come on. So
yeah.
for all you mother truckers out there, man, we always talk about niche focus because if you don't, then you're gonna get lost in the sauce. You know, If you get lost in the sauce, you will not be a boss, right? I'm rapping right now. So you think about this and you just go, I need to be different. I need to be more. And I need to make myself just, if you're a toolbox, you just need more tools in that toolbox, right, Steven? And so a lot of people, if you just want to drive automatic and have, that on your license that you can only drive automatic and you only want to have that you could do dry van, then guess what? That's probably going to be the first job to go. So specialize.
If you do have an automatic restriction on your license, it's not an issue with this company. All the trucks,
that's what's up.
all the trucks are automatic. I mean, let's be real. That restriction's probably gonna go away in the next 10 years. I bet. I'd put money on it.
All right. I'm betting you 50 cents, Steven. I'm betting you 50 cents on that. So, before we go into some Q&A, we're on this and we're doing this for the live show, but I actually edit everything. And yes, Steven did send me his pay stubs. If you saw the video I did earlier live with Trucker Style Sean, I just don't have good internet right now. So I am going to be putting all that together in a 10-minute video so you guys could watch it. Now, with that said, since we're just doing this for the live, you're going to be my actor right now, Steven. I'm going to pretend like I'm just introducing you. And then in less than 5 minutes, could you let people know the minimum requirements needed to get onto your company, what your company name is, maybe some information about how much they pay, and maybe information about what locations they work with, and a little bit about what liquid tanking is. I know that's a lot in one, but I want to put that all in the beginning because as truck drivers right now, I appreciate you all for watching this, but there's a lot of people, we just don't have time. So I just want to get all the meat and potatoes right away. Okay. And so we're going to do it. What's going on, the truckers? Welcome to the Asian Mai Show. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. We're here today with Steven, the liquid hauler, straight out of CDL school, no experience. He's making money. He's doing great. And he found a niche in trucking. Bam. Steven, welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks, man.
I say all that and you just say thanks.
Oh, hey, God. I mean, hey, you're the superstar.
I ain't no star, man. You help me help people, so I thank you with that. But could you let us know, just straight out CDL school, some requirements, some things, and just I'll let you take the floor on that, brother.
Yeah, man. So, first thing first is the company I work for is Rogers Cartage. It's a Tankstar affiliate. If you are interested, you can go to tankstar.com. And you'll see like different companies. You got Schwarman, North American Bulk, Rogers Cartage. There's some other ones in there, but they're not as cool as those three. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so as far as requirements, gotta have good customer service skills because you're going to be dealing with the customer. Not like a traditional customer service, but you gotta be friendly with these guys because just customer service stuff. And then, so as far as requirements, straight out of school, no felonies. And then after that, just be willing to learn, keep an open mind. There is a learning curve, at least for me, there was. You got to learn how to drive the truck. Because I'm telling you, the 53s that you learn on in school, they don't move the same way as these 48s do. But just keep an open mind. You'll have to learn how to operate the pumps, operate the trailers. Past that, though, there's really nothing else to it. Just open mind, wake up each day. And
now, what locations do they hire from, Steven?
Oh, man, so they're all over the East Coast. If you go to that Tankstar website, and just go to terminal locations, you'll see them all over the East Coast. I mean, I'm from South Carolina. I'm sitting at one in Delaware right now. I'm going to one in Houston in the next couple of days. So I mean, they're all over.
So Midwest, East Coast. Are there any in West Coast
as well as some in the Midwest?
Okay, gotcha. Now, what would you say to people that they don't live in a location like
I
that?
lost your audio.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Did you get a phone call? Jump back off, jump back in.
All right, there we go. I got you.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was
You
on
probably
my
got a
end.
phone
That was
call.
my fault. My apologies. That was on
No,
my
no,
end.
no. You're good. So what I want to ask is, so basically, if they're not hiring, then what would you say to people trying to apply at other liquid places? Still apply? Don't apply? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so with my companies, they're not going to tell you they're not hiring. I mean, there's a shortage, and just like everywhere in trucking around, there's a shortage. But you got to find the company that's going to work best for you. You know, ultimately, you and your family is what's important. So, I know for a fact companies out there that say, 1 year experience, even 2 years experience, will still hire straight out of school, CDL, straight out of CDL school. You just got to talk to them. So if you want it, go get it. Don't be scared to talk to these companies and ring up the terminal manager and be like, hey, is this 2 year thing? Is it really necessary? And
Right.
well, the worst they're gonna tell you is no, and that's just 2 minutes of your time gone. Move on.
But
So
now
I
we
mean
don't. Now we know somebody. Now we know Steven.
Yeah.
We know you, brother. So for all these mother truckers that are brand new, they're watching this on their couch right now, possibly at a CDL school, and they're looking for something like this and niche focus up. Can they reach out to you?
Absolutely.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Can they reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
Is there an email? Because I'm gonna use my phone right now. Let me jump on here and see this. So apologize about. Don't look at my screen, people. But let me see this.
Don't look at me. I'm ugly.
Nah, man, better looking than I've ever looked. Let me see. So let's look at this real quick. When it comes down to it, what is your email or something where someone can talk to you? Let me put that down in the comments.
Yeah, so my email is it's WOWSTEVEN01 So it's wowsteven01 Man, listen, guys, if you do reach out to me and I don't get back to you for a day, 2 days, when I'm out on the road, majority of my days are 12 to 14. I usually run my clock slap out. So just give me a little bit of time and I will get back to you.
That's what's up, man. And I'm letting you guys know I'm vouching for Steven here. He's not here doing it for recruiting fees. He doesn't care about none of that, man. He was just a guy that was struggling too, and basically got a chance to come up. And so if you find yourself feeling like you have to work a job straight out of CDL school and make 30 cents a mile or 25 cents a mile or whatever the hell they want to pay, then you don't have to do that. You could start a career, right?
Mm-hmm. And also, Rogers pays for your schooling. You have to go through school first, but they do tuition reimbursement. So,
Really?
I mean, that's just another thing that's on the tray right there.
No, that's great, man. I'm playing around with the settings.
You're good.
It's one of those things where let's get into a little bit of Q&A. And then I promise you guys, I will make another clip with all the pay stubs, and then I'll go a little bit more in depth because I'll make sure that if we're missing any questions, I'll make sure it's all in there. And then there are a couple of videos, right, Steven, that you're gonna send to me so that we can get it.
Yeah.
As
It's
well.
just gonna take some time because, like I said, a lot of these videos or a lot of these places don't allow recording.
Right. And so remember, Steven, don't jeopardize your job. I know how much you love me, but please still don't. I'm just teasing, man. Yeah. So let's see. Let's get into some Q&A. If anyone has any, if you guys, I know you guys are talking amongst yourselves as well in here, but if anyone has any questions at all, you're brand new, you just got your CDL, or maybe you are the person that's been trucking for 1 or 2 years and you're thinking, hey, I want to get into liquid hauling and maybe do something a little bit different. Put your questions down. Here's a good question right here. What is the best way to become a truck driver? Do you go to the school? Do you hit up the company? What are your thoughts, Steven?
Man, every company, every way has has their purpose. Personally, my opinion, if you've got the money to front it, send yourself to school. That way you're not committed to anybody. You don't, you're just not tied down, but however, if everyone has hard moments, so if you're in a hard moment and you can afford to go to school, then go to Swift. Get that year of experience, go through that 1 year of struggle, because that 1 year of struggle is going to give you a lifetime of opportunity, so just, eat it for a year, get your debt paid off, get your school paid off through Swift. Like I said, I sent myself through school, but everything has its purpose, everything has its reasons.
I love it. No, that's beautiful, man. I really appreciate you. G Friday says, yeah, there's loans out there, man. There's all sorts of stuff out there that you can use. There's actually even community colleges that have trucking schools, so you might be able to get some educational loans there. Here's a question for you. I'll read it first because it's on my phone. How can I get into tankers out here in California? Just got my permit and waiting for California DMV to open up for driver's test. So I know this is an East Coast job, but are there any sister companies or smaller brother companies that they might be able to look out for?
You know what? I don't know how to answer that. California's weird. No offense. It's just they're a little bit harsher on the tank side of things. But it's just on that one, just do your research. Stay on Indeed, stay on Monster, stay on any job site, because I think you said this before, Alex, on your job. You can go to Indeed and type in truck driver, and 14,000 results are going to show up. Just if you're really dedicated into it, just take that hour, maybe 2 hours a day, or whatever it takes to get where you need to be at, to try to find, look at every ad, and that's what I did. And I found this company.
I love it, brother. No, I appreciate you so much. So honestly, everybody, if you guys get a chance, man, Steven's here to help. Wow, Steven01 at, gmail.com.
Yep.
Hit out to my guy. Do you want to do any quick shout outs before I let you go, brother?
I don't know anybody. I'm a driver.
Hey, I love it. I love it, man. I appreciate you so much. And, I thank you for being on the show and just inspiring new drivers that, if they want to get in this, they could even get in without knowing a niche yet. And they don't have to wait 2 to 5 years for it. So with that said, man, I thank you. And we'll put that video together when we can, hopefully this coming week, and really give people the pay stubs and everything as well. So I appreciate you for being on the show, bro.
No, man. Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah. Well, dude, have a great day. Happy holidays and happy New Year, bro.
Thanks, man. Happy New Year to you.
Yes, sir. See ya.
Right. See you, man.
Yes, sir. Bye. All right, mother truckers, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. I thank you. Happy New Year. We're going to keep this up. We're doing lives all the time. Get you videos, get you pay stubs, give you information. That's what we do here. I don't care how many times I got to go live in the day, as long as I'm giving you guys as much information as I can and help you guys find a winning solution. So happy New Year with that. And I appreciate you guys. Talk to you guys on the next one, man.
What's up, mother truckers? You are now watching